Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Guess a little extra light here. There we go. Man, I need a haircut, don't I? I'm starting to feel like a vagrant. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into the Overtaxed Taxpayer channel. Want to talk about some quick newsworthy items. Normally I talk about silver, but this is one of those days we really got to discuss other important things. Keep this number in mind. 550, like 500,000. We'll just call it 500,000. It's actually 550. 500,000 homeless people in the United States each and every night. That's not per year. There's a reason why I'm bringing this up. Now I'll just do abortions. I'm actually typing it live, so there's no shenanigans going on. In USA per year. Wow. So about 500,000. Wow, it's a lot more than I thought. 500,000, over 500,000 as of 2015. Let's see if I can get some more. No, the last statistic I can get is 2015. Over 500,000. Why am I bringing this up? I can care less about freaking homeless. I mean, don't get me wrong. Let me rephrase that. That came out wrong. I don't want anybody to be homeless, and I guess that is one of the reasons I'm bringing it up. But abortion, that's one thing to talk about. Abortion, early term, first trimester abortion. It's easy to talk about that for the safety of the parent or the unborn kid. But the fact of the matter is this: many states are now allowing final third trimester abortions. Now they're all for killing babies who've just been born. Oh man, my mind is a little sleepy. Long day at work. And why am I bringing this up? Why did I bring up homeless and abortion in the same sentence, basically? Because I want you to know where our country is at morally. They put more effort into being able to abort babies as late as possible. They put more effort into resolving that issue than into resolving the homeless issue. You see where their mind is at? But they'll tell you they're for the people. They care for the people. They care for the illegals. They care for the immigrants. They care for this person. They care for they don't care for nobody except making a dollar bill. Bottom line, that's all it's about. You know, my wife and I had a discussion about this because at the time the news radio was saying, well, you never know, you know, the baby could be born stillborn, or, you know, it could be born this or it could be born that. And that's why they might want to, you know, kill the baby after it's born or just before it's born. It can have all these abnormalities or whatever. I mispronunciated that. I'm just totally screwed up. Bottom line is this: no matter how retarded I sound, my wife made perfect sense. By the time the lady gets through with the doctor during her first trimester, they already know if there's problems with the pregnancy. More definitely, they already know if there's problems with the pregnancy after the second trimester. They already know. A lot of times, the body will self-abort if there is a problem. You understand what I'm saying? The body actually will abort the baby, a stillborn, when there's a problem. I don't want to go off on too long. I just want to let you know where our government is more uh, as far as morality is going, where they seem to fix all the problems with abortion. Boy, they fixed that overnight. Boom, done, fixed. You're allowed to kill your babies, yet can't seem to resolve the homeless problem, can they? But yet they care for people. Care for people. We're going to leave that wall down. That way it entices more families and more children to make that trek. And maybe they'll die also in the desert. But we care for babies. We care for we care. We care for humanity. It's, you know, where our country's at. Anyway, I just made a silver video. On to the next subject. I just made a silver video. I'm actually processing that now. Please take a look at the silver video once I upload it. It's pretty good. It's basically a video, basically silver versus, I discuss silver versus a savings account and my arguments for the silver account, so to speak. So it's been a long day at work. Thank you so much for everybody's support. And I'd like to take a minute to say hello to everybody, if you would appease me. About Anon and Kevin Broyless. By the way, if I ever mispronounce a name, I'm not trying to be funny. Just literally have hard times sometimes with names. Jeremy S. and Small Town Stacker. Hello. Doug Larrabee, good to see you again. Silver Bucket 804. Thank you so much. Silver Guru in the house. Ahmed Onuma. Hello. From Japan. Hello. Dr. Prepper, DD Prepper, Scott O'Brien, and Kalamazoo Permaculture. Hello, everybody. Off-grid power. I bet you that guy's into some solar. I would love to talk. One of these days, I would love to get some solar. What's in the glass behind you? That is my wife's leftover Coca-Cola. So, should I have cleaned up before making the video? Nah. Yes, I am going to make a coffee after I end this video. No, it's not Starbucks. It will be in a Starbucks mug probably, but I do not do Starbucks. Doug Masta, thank you so much for being here. And Plum Turtle, Plum's in the house. Thank you very much for taking the time for being here. Who else is here? Little Lou, hello everybody, he's saying, or she, he, I think it's he. About Anon and Michael Witt. I just this month hit my short-term stacking goal of 200 ounces. Michael Witt, thank you so much. And that is awesome job you're doing. 200 ounces is the minimum I recommend everybody should have. But just because it's the minimum you should have doesn't mean you should run out and panic and get it all in one shot. Take your time. The world's not coming to end tomorrow. Long silver are heard in New York. There are laws that wouldn't allow an abortion if it was a stillborn and they had to carry it to term. Does that make sense? Well, I thought stillborn was technically dead. That's what I thought, stillborn. So, and I could be wrong. I'm not a professional. You know, just the fact of killing a baby, it shows you evil is a coming, and we need to choose a side. And I don't think God appreciates fence walkers, if you know what I mean. Mark M in the house. Rocky. Don Rogers, 49er. Fred Johnson. Hey, everybody. I ship. Tyrone. Thank you so much for being here, Tyrone. All my moderators, I really appreciate you doing a fine job. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know I'm tired. I know I look tired. You know, I work just like you, and sometimes you feel a little more tired, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you don't. Lifer, patriot, and veteran. Don't tread on me. Love it, man. Tired of watching the circus in DC. Nothing happens to the treasonous rats yet. Every day there are more accusations against Trump. It's all bullshit. You know, it's funny. You are demanded upon to follow the laws. You so much as blink an eye wrong, you're being arrested and fined and then arrested. It's all about the money. Basically, I said it before, I'll say it again. Slavery never ended. It was perfected. Carlos Gonzalez, thank you so much for being here. My buddy, Silver Hoddle, Itchottle. Hey, Overtax, check your mail like in a week. Hope you're well. I am very well. Thank you so much for being here. Tyler Holbert, thank you very much also. The one they call Louis. Hi from the UK. I got a lot of people from the UK subscribers. That's awesome. I was going to talk about something else, and Lord knows, I forgot. I'll remember it in a minute. It was important to me. Doug Jones in the house. Don Rogers. City Folk Gardening. Yeah, I'm not happy about this abortion thing. And it's like New York came out with it, and then immediately after, like 4 other states, boom, 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 boom. Like I said, they're putting more effort into killing babies than they are fixing the homeless. I mean, does that make sense? Literally more effort. No effort, actually. 0 effort into fixing the homeless. LA is disgusting. For those people that have been around LA, it's disgusting, man. Yukon, where have you been, dude? Yukon Cornelius in the house and Chuck in the house. This abortion thing is so messed. You know, even if you're for abortion, come on. Killing a baby that's in its last trimester? Come on, man. Killing a baby after it's born? Folks, that's murder. And they keep moving the line. They keep moving the goalpost. First it's okay, now it's after the first trimester, then it's the second, then it's the final trimester, then it's like right up to the day of birth. And now they're talking about killing a baby after it's born. What's next in another year? Killing a baby up to 1 year old? Then 2? And they keep justifying it with bullshit reasons. I do think, Reality Dog, I do think you're right. I think she's dead. And they got her hooked up to some artificially, some machine that's artificially keeping her alive. Ginsburg, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, also known as the Darth Vader. Our world is evil. People say, man, there's no such thing as God. I'm telling you, man, everything is coming true. Evil, man. And you could tell there's such a thing as God. Because if there's no God, then there can't be the devil. And if there's no devil, there's no evil. I'm not trying to get all biblical. I'm just starting to see some shit coming down, folks. There's evil out there. There must be a devil. And if there's a devil, there must be a God. That's all I'm saying, man. Some serious shit. It's about money. It's about money. And I think it's also about eliminating certain races. I really do believe it. Most of these abortion clinics, they're not in the wealthy neighborhoods. I can tell you that right now. Just like pawn shops are not in the wealthy neighborhoods. Just let you think about that, because I don't want to get into race. Evil Russians. You know, I mean, R. Macman. I'm not wearing my glasses. Macman. $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Every little bit helps. Satan is real, and people are sacrificing and worshiping him now. Get real. This Western society is sick. It's just not this Western society, Peter. It's the entire world, man. You got cultures throughout time and to this day who kill their young. Literally take a hammer to a baby after it's dead, crack them on the skull. I was listening to stuff like that. So let's talk about some silver. Is Silvertown Prospector a good silver bar to stack? It is a generic brand, but so if you're collecting silver for silver, they're great. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with Silvertown. There's nothing wrong with any inexpensive brand if you're going for the silver content. Now, I'm one of those guys. I'm not a collector. I stack silver for the silver. So I try to get my silver as cheap as possible. Nothing wrong with Silvertown Prospector. Would I make them the bulk of my stack? No. My bulk of the stack I've already mentioned. The Silver Eagles. It's Maple Leafs. And then I branch out to some of the other name brands like Silvertown Prospector. I know one thing, the goons who create these laws don't stack silver. No, Jack, I think you're right. I think they stack gold. I don't know what they stack, but I tell you what, it's freaky out there. If you spank your child, and I was a big proponent of, I was abused as a kid. Let's just say it for what it was. But I still believe that a child should get his ass whooped every now and then. I'm not talking abuse. I was abused. But my dad said it one time. He says, as a young child, you spank your kid really good when he's a young child, after he's done wrong, you'll never have to spank him again because he'll remember that. I believe every child should be reprimanded, because if you raise your child to believe there are no consequences, they will live their life like there's no consequences. Adam Ramirez, thank you so much. That gay black actor from Empire is Lion. I've been hearing that, but I don't want to get in the middle of that until the proof of the pudding comes out. But what I wanted to do, Adam, is thank you so much for your $2 super chat. Stack 'em high, I'm back. Just ordered a tube of 2019 Silver Eagles and several denominations of the Gold Eagle. Oh, I'm so jealous. I hate you. I'm teasing you. Excellent job, Timothy Brown. Excellent job. Can you write a short blurb on your idea of silver stacking? I don't understand. Take a writer does. Take a look at some of my videos. Can I write a short blurb? Where would I don't know what you want me to write. I think all my videos pretty much explain what you might be looking for, sir. You know, that's a good question, Greg. I don't know if there's such a thing as plastic or airtight for bars. That is a good question. I've never seen them. I'll do some research and I'll get with you if I can find anything. If I can find anything. Scott Smith in the house. Rearing a child. Nothing wrong with reprimanding. Again, it's very important that a child know that there's repercussions to bad actions, because if there is none, they will do bad actions and not realize, hey, life will deal them their due punishment, and You know, it is what it is. Life in itself. Misspend your money, life will make you go hungry. You know, little things like that. Nature has its way of giving you repercussion, but the government wants you to believe that don't worry about anything. You live the life you want because it's your right. You whore around, whether you're male or female, you whore around. It's your right. It's okay, and don't worry about it. And it's your right. And meanwhile, in the wings, they got all the abortion companies making money off of your rights. And that's just one thing. It's your right to do this. It's your right to do that. Pretty soon, it's your right to do drugs, and it's your right. Pretty soon, you got all the pharmaceutical companies waiting in the wings to take care of you for a nice dime, I might add. But it's your right to do drugs and heroin. It's your right as a human being to just live your life the way you want. It's your right. Don't trust me. They're convincing you to F up your life so companies behind the scenes can make a dime off of you as you grow older. They're creating a toxic lifestyle so they can fill you up with toxic medicines. Obviously, paid for by the taxpayer, because by the time you get all messed up, you're unable to work. You're unable to afford your own insurance. So they're billing, people who work for a living for the toxicity of your lifestyle. One ounce or fractional. Mix of both, but I would still lean towards MacDen, still lean towards most of your bulk is going to be 100% or 9.999. My fractional count is maybe 1 or 2% of my total stack. Don't sweat the fractional too much. I would actually be concerned if you bought too many larger denominations of silver. Never seen a red tube or a yellow tube. Never seen them. Okay, so yellow tubes are the standard. I never knew that yellow tubes were the standard, because even my tubes for my maple leaves are clear. That's weird. And I don't know everything. That's why I love having you guys as my subscribers. I learn a lot. I love maples too. I really do. I love the eagles and the maples. You know what I like about maples is so many variations of them. Eagle is an eagle no matter what year, but you could see different variations in maples. The queen's face changes here and there. The little stamp that's underneath the date in the lower portion of the back of the coin, or is it the front of the coin? I've seen them with dragons, with snakes, with small. I'm talking tiny little maple leaves, whatever they call that mark on them. So do you think my coins are better in capsules or tubes? Let me tell you something. If you collect a lot of coins, it's going to be a pain in the ass to put them in little capsules. Just store them in tubes. Don't worry about it. Tubes. If you got a onesie or twosie, like collector's item that you can only get 1 or 2, yeah, then obviously put them in a capsule. But if you got 80, 100, 200 maple leaves, you don't want each one being in its own individual capsule. Oh, hell no. It's too much room. Silver takes up a lot of room, especially when you start getting your numbers up there. And the last thing you want to do is add to that room, that volume, that space it requires unnecessarily. Stick them all in tubes. Now, obviously, if it's a collector maple leaf, yeah, then it's different. We're talking standard maple leaves here. Put them in tubes, buddy. Do I think there's too much premium on Morgans? I don't buy Morgans. I don't buy older coins. I mean, if I find them, then yeah, I collect them. But is there too much of a premium? Well, you know, what's too much of a premium? You know what I mean? That's up to you to decide. If you're going to quibble over 20 cents or a quarter, it's not worth your time to quibble over 20 cents or a quarter. You want the coin, then get it. What's 25 cents? You know what I mean? I'm not saying that the premium is just 25 cents, but I hear people saying, well, I'm not buying any silver because the premium is, I'm not buying any silver from this company because the premium is 15 cents more than this company. But this company was out. Get it for the damn 15 cents extra. Privy mark. That's what I was talking about. Now, obviously, if a premium is like $2-3 higher than the average, oh hell yeah. Then what's 25 cents on a gallon of gasoline? A lot, perhaps, but you're not buying gasoline. You're buying an investment that, and a lot of people don't like me using that word investment, but you're buying something tangible. It's not going to be burnt up in your gas tank, my friend. Okay, that's what I wanted to talk about, and I need to thank somebody mentioned flip phone. You're the one who got me to remember it. Okay, it was Yukon Cornelius. So I want to recommend a movie. I rarely recommend movies, but it was excellent. And I was surprised they were actually fair. The Edward Snowden, the movie was called Snowden. You guys got to watch it. You guys got to watch this movie. If it's on Netflix, watch it. Even my wife, who's not into this sort of thing, was pretty, let's just say, pretty surprised on how we are being monitored and watched. So if you guys can watch the movie Snowden, and I guarantee you within a year or two, you'll go back to flip phones yourself. If it wasn't for my company demanding that I have this, they're the actual people who got this phone for me so they can stay in contact. But once I retire or quit, I'm going to a flip phone. And I personally, unlike my wife, don't even need a phone. I really don't. No one calls me. I don't call people. But watch the movie Snowden. Even if you're for him, even if you're against him, watch the movie Snowden. You'll freak out when you find out what they're actually doing to us. Bro, I want to help you out with your security. It sucks. My security's fine. You know I'm in the computer field. Ain't nothing wrong with my security, buddy. Is it impenetrable? Probably not, but I'm not. There's not a lot I need to worry about hiding. So I'm doing fine. I got a ticket in the middle of the mountains for riding my street legal bike. Well, the bike might have been street legal. Perhaps your performance wasn't legal. Were you speeding or something? I mean, just because you're riding, I ride my street legal car. It doesn't stop me from getting pulled over. Come on, guy. Uh, I must say, I've never been pulled over on my Harley, and I've hauled ass. I don't know. I must have spider senses. I seem to slow down perfectly just before there's a cop or something. Yeah, I love riding. Harley. I mean, I am a nerd. I really am a nerd in real life. If you met me, you would say, yeah, he's kind of nerdy. He's kind of, tech. He loves his stereo equipment. I love technology to some extent. But when I get on a bike, I feel so cool, and I'm not cool at all. But I do. I feel so cool when I'm on my Harley. Graham Casimel. You're actually very correct. You are right. One day I will get busted. But it's so cool going on a Harley and just speeding a little bit. It's nice. The Silver Eagle in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Don Rogers. What about it? The $half? $half are nice. Get them. I'm doing very well, the Silver Eagle. Thank you so much for asking. $1 in the house. Thank you so much. Did you get the package I sent you? Okay, so $half. I need to ask you a couple of questions. When did you send the package? When was it supposed to arrive? Because I'm here in Tucson. The packages normally go up to the White Mountains. Now, my wife, who lives up there, has been down here since Friday. She's actually arrived here Thursday night. So if you got a tracking number, let me know. Yeah, I rarely get packages, and I think you might have forewarned me, but I'm in the midst of moving and stuff like that. So let me know. That's weird. Now you got me concerned, $half. And once I move, we might be changing our PO box. I sent it a week ago to your PO box. I just stamped it, no tracker. So if you sent it a week ago, it probably just arrived maybe 3 days ago. We'll call it 4 days in transition. Boy, in transportation, in transit. I bet you it's there waiting for us to pick up. No worries. Don't worry about it. Plum Turtle, thank you very, very much. Thank you so much. $half. I'm actually very curious what you sent because let me see something. I mean, let me see something here. I mean, with a name like yours, $half, I got all these thoughts going in my mind. Okay, what did he send? You know, that sort of thing. But we will. My wife should be going back up to the mountains. I think Wednesday, which would put her back there Wednesday night. She'll be able to check the mail Thursday. It's like Christmas all over again. But I think she'll be there Thursday. My only concern is if they return it, but they shouldn't return it. It's so nice to be able to speak Christianity. A lot of other channels refuse to speak about Jesus. Yeah, I got no problem speaking about anything. Reality Dog, could you wear a MAGA hat next live stream? I would love to, but I need to get out and buy one. I would have no problem wearing it. Can you please speak about the Muhammad Prophet then? No, I know nothing about Muhammad Prophet, unfortunately. But then again, with the word prophet, the Bible teaches me to believe no prophet is 99.9999999% of all prophets are false prophets. To be very wary of prophets. But that, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. Casper the Ghost. Did you know, as a little child, I'm talking a little child, one of my favorite cartoons as a kid growing up in the 60s and 70s was Casper the Friendly Ghost. The things I remember just from some of the people's Bluey. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, the super chat. Anyway, folks, I'm going to take off. That machine is percolating. I need to go make myself a cup of coffee and maybe go out and get a haircut. I'm kind of feeling bummy. This is probably my 5th last live stream. I'm sorry. What about Doctor Who? I could have won in court cost. So a Bushman. Get all the hairs cut. Hey, what's up? Love your videos. Thank you so much, Drigan. I was going to take off now. You folks have a great day, and I really appreciate everything. I'm going to upload a video right now. That's actually the real reason I want to end this live chat, because the bandwidth, I can't really do a live chat while a video is uploading. This live chat will just get all choppy. So I just processed my video. I got to upload it. That's the bulk of my channel is video. So it is a silver video. Please watch it. In addition, give me if you folks haven't, give me a thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. It's not like I'm asking you for, your firstborn or anything, or not asking to borrow your wife for an evening or the car keys, but give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. Take care. Love you all.